Hello my paper peeps. Today I will be showing you how I scrapbook journal. And if you're a newbie or a beginner to this craft, these tips and tricks will help you set up a scrapbook journal you will be so thrilled to craft and journal in on a daily or weekly basis. So let's get started. This is my Sage journal. I completed this last year, and now I want to show you the finished project. It's a compilation of thoughts, feelings, reflections, and memories from the year past. But it also has commentaries, scripture reviews, prayers, and book reviews. It's really a compilation of art, photos, and anything that I experienced last year. I do have journals that are topic specific, some with more photos than journaling, others that focus on more artwork. But this one is quite unique in that it is a compilation of many things, but because of the intentional process, I was able to make and create a book journal that is very cohesive in its aesthetic. The first thing I did was choose a journal and a color scheme that to me was very calming and soothing to my soul. The next thing I did was remove pages from the book, because I knew I wanted to add ephemera from the paper line, add tags, and in this journal, I was able to fit a mini album. As much as I love journaling, I still love pretty paper, and I always choose a complementing paper line, which in this case was the 49 Market's Sage collection. I then used the rule of thirds in this album to create art pages throughout the album with the ephemera. After I set up my ephemera pages, I dive right into setting up my stamped art pages. When I planned this, I started by choosing 3 to 5 stamp sets that I could use throughout the journal. And then I purposefully set out to create 3 to 5 different page layouts for those stamps. And I spent a day or two recreating those 3 to 5 layouts throughout the book. This process of having repetitive pages lend to the cohesiveness of the book. Now, this is something that I like to do because it sets me up for success, as I tend to have 2 to 3 journals or mini scrapbooks going throughout the year. Once I've completed these art pages, then I'm pretty much done with those stamps. This is not to say that I'm not going to create any more in this journal. On the contrary, it frees me up to do more, like add tags, mixed media, photos, and other crafting elements throughout the year. It also allows me to do what I love to do most, and that's create cards that I can give away as a hostess gift, or write in to send as a word of encouragement to a friend or colleague. It also frees me up to do what I find most important, and that's journaling and reflecting. So far, if you like this video, could you stamp that like button so it could spread to the rest of our crafting community? I'd really appreciate it. Thank you. Okay, so once the majority of the pages are set up, I can then add little or big elements to complement the journal. On some pages, I used dried flowers from my travels to embellish the pages. Some of the pages I added 3D elements like this flower or these pop-up butterflies. And I love tags and bookmarks, so I created these, which are part of my paper line, the Botanicals. And if you're new to my channel, my name is Christine, and my crafting community and I have spent a few months crafting with this paper line. We've created scrapbook journals from scratch, ephemera, tags, and art pages. The one thing I love about my paper line is that it's not static. My crafting community have loved how I would create new and interesting tags, ephemera, quote pages to complement the line. So it's a fun journey where they receive this base of scrapbook paper, and over the course of 2 to 3 months, I would just keep adding to the paper line, which I send to them for free. So in essence, they purchase once, and then I flood their emails with new scrapbook elements over the course of 2 to 3 months. It's been a fun journey, but it's not too late to join us. You can still download that paper line, and I'll put that in the description box below. And it has all the additions that I've added to over the past few months. And to catch up, I do have videos that you can watch that correspond to the paper line at the end of this video. So I'll post the playlist there, or you can check out the playlist on my channel. I also loved crafting these 3-layer tags, which again are a part of the paper line. There's also one more element I like to add to my scrapbook journals, and it's usually one mixed media element. In this journal, I featured Tim Holtz's embossing glaze in peeled paint. I love using this in my journals because once dried, it actually is transparent, so you can see through the glaze to any of the stamping or any text underneath. When it comes to showcasing my photos, I always like using different ways to frame the image. That includes more than just photo mats, but adding embroidery floss, washi tape, old book pages. On some pages, I've set them up as masked areas that I would later add photos to. If there is one photo element I have really enjoyed, it's this Instax Mini Link smartphone printer. It's great because you can download the app onto your smartphones and print photos anywhere you and your phone are. So scrapbook journaling during your trips has become so easy. You don't have to wait to get home to do it. I also love how you can add text or images onto these photos, and as always, stamping as a form of framing is definitely an option. And I will put a link to this photo printer that I use in the description box below. And one last thing, here is a mini album I put right in the back of the journal. I made this for one of 2 instances, either to give away or to bring with me for that one weekend getaway. A mini craft or journal entry I can do when I'm away without having to bring the whole book or all my supplies. And I just adhere it to the back cover with these Velcro strips. Voila! A mini scrapbook journal within a mini scrapbook journal. I really hope you enjoyed this video. Again, if you would like more tips and tricks on how to set up your scrapbook journals, I'll put links to those in the description box below or at the end of this video. So take care, and we'll see you in my other videos. Bye!